Okay guys, back with another episode of Suzerain. This is NHN Gaming here, and yeah, where we last left off, made a lot of decision. We met Walter Tuss, we met Marcel, made bail out some business, and we also try to quell down the unrest by visiting like affected town in person. So a lot of choices. There was oh yeah, we also picked a company to build the L1 high-speed railway. Um, so yeah, we did a lot of choices, and so now I want to read the news across Scotland, but before that, let's see media bias. Yeah, media bias. Shaping public opinion. All right, economy. Business bailout. Okay, stabilize. Okay, good. Um, the leader of NFP, Kesaro Kibner, demanded an emergency be called to address political violence. He stated without a declaration of emergency, Scotland would be destabilized and the integrity of the country would be damaged even further. Um, I don't think so. Local police working with nationalists. One of our agents acting as young SWAT member had an encounter with two members of our local police force in Enrica, Nelson Bosa and Vic Nessa, according to the report. The policeman tried to bribe the agent, but our story belongs to non-complex private. Okay, we also have our own local agents in spying on the young swords too. Interesting. USB mayor, widespread protests. Okay. Ministry of Defense reports that the situation along the border is intense. Room books Northern Army was sighted, train close to our border. Did not respond after we issued a radio message. General crew reports to have increased patrolling duties along the northern border. USB mayor, organized crime, lack of healthcare service, low literacy rate. This force overburden, yeah. It's yeah, this region is under like having major issue right now. Industrial center, widespread protests, yeah. Let's look at the global map. Region spotlight concern report, draw international attention. Okay, underscore the needs for robust labor protection. The documents provide thorough analysis of workers' rights and labor conditions within the CSP member nations spanning several continents, and assert that these nations surpass the global standards with an average minimum wage 45% higher and an industrial sector unionization rate at present 95%. Yeah, I mean this will Suzerain world of communism seems to treat workers way better, and it seems that they have a stronger labor union. But yeah, I mean, suzerain communism sounds pretty good. I mean, from what we known so far, could be all propaganda, could be lies, but from what I'm seeing, like, yeah, communism in this universe seems not too bad. I could be wrong. Pale issue was warning over recent action. In a formal address, Grand Duke Axel Reinhardt of Palace issued a cautionary statement regarding the recent Riesian activities. The Grand Duke expressed increasing concern over the intensifying border disputes and clashes over territorial, water, and gas fuel. Asserting Palace sovereignty, he called for respect for international laws and peaceful dialogue to prevent further escalation. He urged the allies nation to meditate the situation, emphasizing the potential risks these tensions could pose to regional stability. Morella expressed condolence for Circus. President Alma Santana, Sultana of Morella, conveyed heartfelt condolence to the people of Swortland. Poet for many of his ideas, lamenting his loss as a blow to the literacy of political world. She called for memorization. I wonder when we play the Kingdom of Brizia DLC, we would deal with like the geopolitics around this area, you know. So I can't wait for the DLC. So, all right, back to the national map, and let's read the news a little bit. Protests in Brunei. Yep, business are alive and well. So economists love the business bailout. Have the genius move. Yeah, they loving it. Leisure on time. Low scope for corporate responsibility in Nobel. Labor Union of Swortland led by Katarina Horton made a strong call for corporate social responsibility in Nobel. Okay. Reform demands gain popularity. Demands for reform gain more popularity than ever. This opinion show that the majority of cities will change. While rumors of reform talks are coming out of the assembly, it seems like the people. Yeah. Political chaos, NFB and low scope for protest. Oh, right to condemn the communist influence from United Contender and call for violence protests as traders of Swortland. These millennialists roaming on the street, conducting violent attack in disguise as peaceful protester. We cannot let them exploit a man's murder. On the other hand, the Labor Union of Swortland are scared to promote the nationalist violence in Swortland. Yeah, so it's just, ongoing political violence between both sides, the left and the right. Very similar to during the 2020 election. You have, the Antifa rally, the Proud Boy rally, and you have the MAGA group, Black Lives Matter group. So, I mean, whatever happening right now in Seoul is very similar to what happened to the US during the 2020 election, and it may happen again in the upcoming 2024 election. Yeah, that's why I love this game, because it's a lot of real world analogs can be taken from the game. People forgotten again. Help business, especially when considering people like Simon Ho are running the Ministry of Economy, so they really hate Simon. President Rain must really be convinced that the brainwashed capitalists around him to think that the business are running on a profit motive, don't care about workers at all, and was the last time business owner and the oligarchs push for better. Yes, I know that they don't push for employment rights and unemployment benefits, but that can be fixed as time goes on. Right now, we need to fix the economy first. Then we can push for unemployment benefits, minimum wage, and all that stuff. Workers' Party Solidarity March. The pro-minority Workers' Party of Blondia rallies. Solidarity. Blondish member of the assembly. Okay. So, yeah, just march for Bloodish plight. British citizens targeted, so British citizens are being discriminated against again. Unrest in Scotland. Users have gathered to condemn the murder of Bernard Circas. Financial stronghold of Jen. Tensions could easily increase. Yeah. Overall pretty bad. Let's just attend the funeral. I think should attend the funeral. weather's raining. So sad, moody. So you have arrived. Ooh, there's rain sound effects now. We didn't have this before the update. It's okay, man. I can hold my umbrella. I wish. They made their way over to me. Anton, Mr. President. Just wanted to inform you that the perimeter is clear and secure completely. There's no one getting in and out without our knowledge. Good work, thank you. Good, if anything happened to Anton, you will have to answer to the First Lady. You know, they updated his profile picture because he used to look much younger. Now he looks middle-aged, I guess. His past picture, he looks more younger. Trust me, Carl, you don't want that. Laugh. I don't think any one of us would want that. Indeed. Start to rain. We have a small problem. A few 5 red youth members are here to attend the funeral. We let them in. Did they pose a security threat? No, they were thoroughly searched. Yeah, maybe they're just here to attend the funeral. It's okay with me. Superman. Let's see. Bernard's widow and daughter were in the front row, staring at the carpet with a mixture of disbelief, confusion, and cold and unforgiving sadness. It's very sad. I was invited to deliver my speech. Today we are mourning Bernard Circas, a father, a husband, and loyal servants of the country. There was complete silence except for the sound of raindrops. Regardless of ideology, this was a heinous act made towards a good man. We must end the cycle of violence now. We will make sure that unfortunate events such as this will never happen again. Let us mourn the passing of Bernard Circas and remember him well. I'd like to recite one of the poems he left to us. Our only strength is the will to survive. Think a moment of silence, please. As we bid farewell to Bernard, I want to close with the words every soul lives by, a Mogna Westcore. And when reply, Vector Sister, victory is close. With applause, I stepped down from the podium. It's time to leave. The widow thanked me with a soft and defeated voice before we disperse. It asked Bernard's daughter, nor the faltering voice of his wife out of my head. The same way. Peter pat his hand on my shoulder. That's a good speech. It's time to go. Breathe. We got work to do. Right, we have work to do, so much more to do. I realized that the rain had stopped and I looked up. The black clouds slowly dispersed and sunbeam and light all surrounded. Someone once said, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. Hope was still on the horizon. Ooh, collection item. Ooh. Interesting. I unlocked this. Okay, unlocked. Cigar box unlocked. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Briefing about current diplomatic situation. Will to survive. Yeah, I just want to give a neutral, unifying message to unite the nation rather than divide it further. Okay. So today, yeah. Yeah, so overall, everybody took, me attending the funeral was a good thing. Because my message was I was trying to be a unifier rather than a divider. Briefing on a diplomatic situation. Okay, sit down, Mr. President. Of course. Likewise, we have so much more ahead of us to accomplish. David Whiskey sat down. You, Anton, what a privilege for me. I will remember the first day you took my class at the University of Culture. So if you guys don't remember, during the character backstory, during episode 1, we mentioned that we did attend David Wissy lecture when we were a student at the University of Culture at Der. So this character is very important in our upbringing. So yeah, David is a cool guy. He's a cool guy. On the Agnolia trade agreement together. Countless late night administrative to finalize. It was an experience to be sure. We signed our best trade deal yet with a good slew of trade advantage over Agnolia. It was even somewhat unfair from my point of view. But it's interesting because the current trade deal that Agnolia is trying to renegotiate was written by Anton and David. So they made a pretty good trade deal. So I'm interested in more of a backstory between that in regards to that deal. Somehow the inexplicable ebb and flow of life has led us here to a position here we can change the course of history. Everything happened for a reason. Maybe not. I don't believe in destiny, but sometimes it feels convenient to do so. Yeah, why not? Something can boost our tourism and culture industry, etc. This untapped value would help us internationally to promote our position. I am convinced that it can also help improve our economic condition after discussion with Minister Ho and Magna. The GNA and USP factions are supportive too. Really shouldn't have done over time. Okay, so this bill is new in the 2.0 update because I do not remember having this conversation with David. So this is something new that I haven't seen yet in the game. Start coughing again. How's your health? Oh, I haven't had any big complication except the usual after the heart attack earlier this. Oh, he has a heart attack earlier. The health complication are no hindrance to my work. Of course, but thanks for asking. How's the Rain family? We're getting used to the routine. As time passes, I realize that more family is the most important thing in life. We must take care of them. Yeah. Peter was missing, and when he was late from the drinking he did at the party at La Chavon. We talk more later, Mr. President. Welcome everyone. How's your travel? A little bumpy due to some turbulence. I arrived via a military cargo plane that landed at La Chavon International. I took the train. It was a little slow, but I can still recommend it for the beautiful landscape. I also had the possibility to work on a couple of things during the ride. What I've heard, it will be much faster in the near future when the L1 high-speed railway is finished. Exactly, if all goes well, it will be one of our major achievements. Well then, since Mr. Vector doesn't seem to be coming today, I think we're ready to start. Let's see about Agnolia. Brotherly nation to the northeast, Agnolia. They are still diplomatically non-aligned and probably was as one of the most democratic systems between our neighbors. Economic stagnation is a worry for them. The prime minister is heavily reliant on foreign investment from us. Okay. Magnolia is our most friendly neighbor. We have been allies for the longest time after Roomberg annexed Dom. This fact needs to be part of the equation. Unsurprisingly, the Agnolian Prime Minister Martin Van Horten is expecting better cooperation through a new fair trade deal with us. It was one of his election mandate. It's the youngest politician to hold office. Okay. Well, we think about his request. The matter is still on the table. We could secure them as allies if we make concession in the new agreement. Roomberg is our common threat. Additionally, the latest number indicate that currently 1 million Agno-Swedish citizens live in Agland region of Scotland, which create a link between our foreign policy and our internal affairs. The people have suffered socio-economically, which led into crime and other problems. In addition, relaxing immigration policy was one of Agno's main requests, which is unacceptable. Most of the migrants in our country hasn't even assimilated into Swedish culture, adding more warmth to help. I'm supportive of immigration. I would rethink the matter seriously because it has great influence on our society and values. We should remember that we promised to keep our immigration laws relaxed in the election campaign. I mean, I do understand Joseph's concern. Too much immigration, like too much influx in a short period of time can cause some instability issue, because you have to imagine that the more migrants you have within a region, there's only a finite amount of resources to can support an X amount of immigration. But I think as long as the amount of migrants coming in is manageable, like there's not a huge influx like during the backstory creation. There was a Welling refugee crisis, and I understand the argument of closing the border at that time because there was a large influx of migrants just coming in, and there won't be enough resources to support all of them. So I understand that point of view, but I think that for a nation to remain competitive on a global scale, you need like a steady influx of migrant, but not too many at the same time. Like it has to be a manageable amount. And in the current state of Scotland, yeah, Joseph is right that because we are going through a recession, there's unemployment, too much migrant coming in. At the same time, can increase competitive in the workforce. Too much migrant coming in, the economy is doing bad, so it's just more competitive for resources, competitive with the natives population. And and there's also like societal value too. Like maybe they don't adapt to the country that well yet. It takes a few generations for a migrant to assimilate. But I think long term, after we get the economy out of the recession, as the economy is expanding, we need more workers. We need more migrant to help support the country, because the migrant themselves will be citizens later, and they will be new taxpayer. They will support, they will help develop and grow the nation together. So I think long term, more immigration is a good thing. So let's talk about Voxland. A cousin of old across the Marquian Sea wish to have good relation with us. As we all know, Voxland is a socialist republic aligned with United Cantana. They are an important regional player. It's also the most significant sea power in almost all of Macopa. It is the only country that can rival the superpower with their navy. We had hostile relations with them after several wars in the 19th centuries, which we wouldn't want to experience again. Recently, the relationship has warmed up thanks to Emmerich Hegel. As a result, diplomatic talks can be conducted in the future. Breaking the ice would be good. I agree that they could be potential allies. In my opinions, the situation in the region necessitate that we find allies. They haven't been good standing with us in the past 200 years. Yeah. Ignoring vaccine because of Hetchyland Island. Yep, about this island right here. The Swedish Navy is very concerned with this volatile situation. Yeah, it seems this island is very important. It's an important like middle point. Because having to control this island, you can potentially blockade any countries around you. Like it's a good central point station. So okay. The strait is a high strategic value to us. It's the latest situation in Wayland. Victor is expanding his power among protests. Wayland's Westnick people, he is quite puzzled about. Despite pushing the Westnick communists, reports indicate that they have been warming up to contend international aid. As you know, Wayland's stability has always been a concern for the region. Yeah, Wayland's very interesting. Technically, it's supposed to be a socialist country, but it's a nationalist. Well, it's a combination of socialism and nationalism, very similar to Saddam Hussein party in Iraq. So I think Victor is his character inspiration is probably Saddam Hussein. Very similar backstory. So yeah, we want to help. We must not treat refugees that we did in the 30s. I still can't stomach the inhumanity those people suffer. Why help such a disorganized state? Not sure what we can do to help them. Does pose many risks, but we could ensure that we have more influence in the region by increasing our trade and border security. Our main goal should be to avoid a refugee crisis like the late 1920s. That civil war had major security and economic repercussion on Swedish soil. Okay. It's right in the winter. I remember how cold it was when I let the refugees slip through. I was discharged of duties as a result. Major Joseph Langshire. Toilets and sleeping in a cell. Damn. In fact, that'd be similar. Jameson just spread direct order from his commanding officer at the time. I was young and I made a mistake. You paid the price for your mistakes, so it doesn't matter anymore. Oh, thank you. You know, for a guy that, you know, for Rain, who was discharged, he managed to become the president. So I think it works out pretty well for him. Like, he didn't get court-martial, which is lucky in itself. Okay. Yeah, there's a large Bluish minority in Wayland by the border, and there's a lot. And this is the Bergia region here, so there's a lot of Bluish in this area, in the border region. Okay, let's move on. Yeah. Lesbian Bloomberg. What about Lesbia? Our southern neighbor is aligning itself more and more with Acacia. Lesbia is currently led by Prime Minister Patricio Alvarez. They are the jewel of the continent and the second largest economy in Mocopa, though wealthy. Lesbia suffer from excessive economic inequality. Fast, okay, due to instability. Align with the richest regional nation could be beneficial. Proposed me withdraw closer to the Acacia bloc and need an Acacian Treaty Organization. Okay. Yeah. How about Roomberg? Yep. They are strong and have the motivation as well as the means to damage us. Totally agree. Take advice into consideration. Thornburg. Their past make clear they want to destabilize us. The weapon cache found by intelligent agents to ensure their goals must be steadfast. It's one of our top priorities. We need to be assured of that. Yes. Either arrive late as usual. Yeah, folks, excuse my delay. Punctuality is important. We are talking about serious subjects here. Come on, man, have some discipline. Excuse me, it won't happen again. Trade delegation, it would be great to have input. Okay. He blamed the lack of security in Sweden due to the assassination and the subsequent protests, but obviously they are making excuses. Bastards! First they closed their consulate, now they are blaming our security. Yeah. They are playing with us. Okay. We are accustomed to the usual rhetoric, but it's far more serious. Yeah. There are worrying development like this and the smoke gun blew up in the border. Ryan, official diplomatic response condemning this unreasonable act, despite Greenberg aim to destabilize Scotland and its region. As you wish, Mr. President, I shall begin work and merely informing the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, swaying the international stage is a key and long-term strategy. Well, they're gonna escalate no matter what, so it doesn't matter. So we have to have the international community backing us. I'm interested to hear about the intention of the Kingdom of Rizia. Former president of, because this was the option back then. One is former President Alfonso signed trade agreements with King Romus Taurus of Rizia. The previous government revived the older relationship that existed in the days of Swedish monarchy. In 1918, the King Egmont signed a trade deal with Queen Lisa the Great to save the kingdom from economic collapse, support of his key advisor, King Romus. Okay. Some reason who settled over the trade deal in the final years between still live in the old town office to this day. The trade deal was mainly negotiated through my father, the former President Arthur S. Whiskey, who, with the Republican faction during the King Parliament, tried to achieve a rare consensus in the heavily fractured council at that time. Mott Vest Pisa. David hesitated for a brief moment. Father was truly a great man. May he rest in peace. Thank you, Anton. I hope our nation never faces the tragedy of those dark days again. He was the best father one could have ever wanted. So his father is very important because it's say he was the founder of the Republic of Scotland. He was a revolutionary leader, you know, a thought thinker, and without him, the idea of a republic of Scotland would never exist. So, a very influential person. And you know, he was also the first president. I mean, it was brief, but you know, he was. I keep mixing up because I keep forgetting he was the first president, but he was the first. Then Talking So was the second, and then Alfonso was the third, and we are the fourth president. But you know, even though he His presidency led to a civil war. He was a pretty influential guy in the long term. Yeah, let's continue the discussion of the previous papers. In helping Soil avoid depression, there's a merit to that fact. Yes, the recent co-invested in Soil in exchange for different degrees of ownership of state assets, strengthened the currency by boosting the central bank. Edith Agnew handled the central bank measures to prevent the depression. Okay. King Romus is in increasing energy independence and diversity in energy access, also indicated that he was required control of more natural gas resources. Isn't this unusual? Aren't you and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in charge of arranging negotiation? Usually yes, but in the special scenarios such as this, real and close connection between people can improve the likelihood of a positive outcome. Since Mr. Manga has the strongest relation with the envoy, we have assigned tasks for him. Okay? Classic Wild Gus. It's a game. Gus connecting people. Yeah? So we've been put off, it doesn't matter who. Yep, no close contact with the tourist royals anymore. It leaves us the option but to use the action of Mr. Magno and Resident Alfonso. Well, I mean, we can continue official dialogue after this. It might lead to a more substantial agreement. Of course, we are pursuing to establish a stronger relationship, but in the short term, this method is for one with yield results. To know more about Rizia. In ancient South, Lesbia is a centralized constitution model led by King Romus Taurus, the grandson of Queen Lisa Taurus the Great and son of King Valero Taurus the Frail. The kingdom was a developed nation that wielded considerable influence in southern Macopa before the reign of Valero. The country has lost some territory due to internal strife. The Alfonso government signed vital trade agreements with King Romus Taurus, benefiting both nations at the time of need and the time of foe. I see. What exactly is the blood ties? In 1930, King Romus married Princess Lena Livingston, the youngest daughter of King Alfred Livingston II, and sister, the youngest daughter of King Alfred II. Sister of Queen Beatrice. Okay. It was a political marriage that benefited Rizia, helping save it from downfall. It's traditional close to say the least. The Taurus and Livingston family should be considered allies for the time being. However, from a practical standpoint, they are far too far away from each other to provide military support. Raise the framework responsible financially. Democracy. All these kings agree, disagree more than agree. Being forced to tell each other the difference. Imagine if Karanti and the SBC cast the were remaining monarchs in the soap opera. You should bring it up next time you see him, see what he says. I smell an international hit. Should be more concerned with. Examine the coin. What is RRG? Rizian Royal Gold Mines. Let's discuss the deal. Yeah, because Solent does sow gas. We have gas in Solent. That's one of our major resources. Mr. Manga is working on details to get more concrete help. Gas calm because has time with the people around that corporation, even though that's another CEO. Evo Alfonso is still chairman. I see. So there's a catch in Gus being friendly to Rizia. because Alfonso has share in Gascom, and Gascom is a corporation that harness salt and natural gas. So in a sense, if this deal went through, Alfonso would benefit from this. Because the more gas that he sold to Rizia, the more money he gets, and also Gus will get more money. And we can even see that during his administration, Alfonso changed the law to increase, he switched the law to increase the energy share up to 20% instead of being 10%. So there's a catch here. But let's see. Good thing we handled the transfer of power diplomatically. I'm sure we'll be more open to talk. Yeah, some people in the party approached me and praised our course of action. They thought the USP was fractured enough in the need for attention. I wouldn't be surprised if Alfonso would be willing to concede more due to this fact. Attention, 99%. Yeah, Roomba wants our gas resources. And then Lesbia is very interested in storing this petrol. Yeah, we have gas, so our resources, only our energy independence is part of our national security concern, and gas and gas. Relying more market economics to determine the value of our prices aligned with our economic plan. Financial market mistake on our trade and depending against us. I agree with Mr. Lanshay, this is a distinct possibility. Yeah, we trade out more of our gas and we lost any energy independence, which could be a bad thing in itself. But we have a resource we can sell, so yeah, we have protectionism law. The case this and we might invest with it. Yeah, they'll have share within the company itself. Yeah. They are seeking investment. Any investment to be asking will enrich the owners, but might also lead to more jobs and growth. We will have to wait and hear more from Mr. Manga to decide. Making deals. We deal with Agnolia. Okay. Balance of this culture market. We have influence with Solon against Roomba, which is very useful. Yep. Alright. Okay, so yeah, Yosef is pretty flexible in his, even though he doesn't like relax immigration, he does believe in the practicality of having allies, old allies, to fight against Roomba. Yeah, work on this. Yep. Yeah, I mean, if the new Prime Minister tried to have an open dialogue, we can work with him. I don't think we need to make any concession. I think the concession could be we recognize the island and we enter a alliance with them. But let's see what would the agreement would be. Help us, yeah. Trading with Wayland. Offering oil. Look at deals for us, but it's suck. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's risky. Hmm. Yeah, you may be right. It's maybe risky. Don't you agree? No actual laziness and by secure. Do not help, so you blame us for bringing Western interest to the region. Yeah, I don't like it either. Agree. Yeah. So three people are against it. One is give it a try. Hmm. Yeah. True, Mister. True delegation will be worked by the end of the year. Final negotiation. Went to Stowport. Back to the meeting. Well, thank you all for coming. That was a very long meeting. So, I'm gonna leave then, sir. Assignment started. Oh, that was so much reading, man. Like, ah, diplomatic mission. Okay. Uh, let's see. Yeah, this is a new bill right now. So, um, you know what? I'm gonna read this new bill and see. But before I make that choice, I want to. Okay. Tourism destination. Okay. Tourism destiny. Yeah, we have potential for tourism. I want to see really active situation, experience in general, freedom of the press, economy. Hmm. You know what? So what's the Gruni region? This is the Gruni region. So stagnate production. Lower spell. Wait. Hmm. Good urban. Yeah. Corruption. Let's see. Hmm. We have a lot of energy. Let's see the bill first. Tourism and Cultural Preservation Act. The Soil Tourism and Cultural Preservation Act aims to amplify the cultural allure of tourism, visibility of Borin, Maybury, Lashavon, where national is calling for a collective push to establish Solent as a tourist destination and reduce the effects of the recession. yeah. Booming Tourism Cooperation Act. Yep, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. But we need Wi for our budget though. So, all right, guys. I'm just gonna take a break for this recording. But yeah, that was a lot of reading. Definitely way more content before the 2.0 update, and a lot of mention about Rizia, and I know why too, because of the upcoming DLC, and any choices that we make can be carried over to the next DLC too. But yeah, I'm interested in learning more about the trade deal with the Kingdom of Rizia. Um, but yes, I'm gonna take a break from this recording, and then after I come back for next episode, maybe we will see about the briefing on the reform committees, and then just read the news, and then examine our overall situation in the next episode. Okay. Alright, see you guys.